Here we are, another Friday Night Live. I'm 1 minute early from the Divine Nine. I've been having some crashes again with this Zoom. I don't know what's going on. They got to get their act straightened out. Let's see if we got sound here. Got to get their act straightened out. So I got sound on my end. Hopefully, if there's anybody out there, they can hear me. So yeah, it's warm and smooth. Put some air in here. Computer running. It warms up the room, just a little heat off the computers. But yeah, we're approaching the season change. The autumn's coming up. Let's stay focused and really go inwards and connect with our divine creator. And when we do that, everything becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Irie, kosher. All right. Yeah. The dry days. The dry days are absolutely magical when you prepare for them and when you come out of them prudently. If we don't do that, we pay the consequences, right? And that's okay. Some people, some of us want to, experiment and think that we can do things better or whatever. I've been there. That's how we Last Fest came to be. Did a lot of damage to myself over the years. A lot of damage. I don't regret any of it. It's all wonderful and beautiful experiences. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And we got to where we are today with a wonderful, magical protocol that anybody can find a way to live it and love it. Infinite ways to do that. And just benefit from the knowledge of the 32 plus years and from my end and many other decades from all the wonderful, amazing teachers I have had and all the wonderful students that have been sharing over the last 7 years. Because we're all students in this planet flying through space, so they say. Some people think it's a pancake. And one day we will be able to see. So many things have been kept. What's the word? Gatekeeping. Been gate kept. So much knowledge has been gate kept, so that we didn't have access to the true knowledge of things. Particularly things like free energy. There's no really free. There's always an exchange, but let's. People say free energy is not possible. Okay. If we look at how the ocean tides move, where is the force and power coming from to move all that water because the planet is covered by mostly by water. That's a lot of energy, a lot of power that moves the tide in and out every single day. Where does that energy come from if it's, you know, that's free energy? Can we harness that and utilize it? Yeah, there's companies doing that. Started doing that over the last few years, several years, utilizing the waves and tides. Makes sense. The water, the planet's covered mostly by water. Just think about how much energy we can harvest just from the water. And then you have wind. What energy or force moves the wind? I guess it can't be free. Nothing can be free. The answers are in plain sight when we look with common sense. Answers are in plain sight all around us. The night and day comes and goes every single day. We have cycles of things, of these energies, the wind, the sun, the water, rivers and streams. We've been harvesting energy from, rivers for hydro for a long time. Isn't that free energy? We have to pay for it, but Mother Earth gives us that force freely. The wind she gives us freely. And all the water, tides, and waves, she gives us that force freely. We just have to use a little bit of prudence to harness that, and voila. But many things have been gate kept so that, and they utilize mass mind control to keep us dumbed down so we can't see things right in front of our eyes. We're blind to them. No difference in a healthy lifestyle. We are blind. We are blind to a healthy lifestyle. It's right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes, how to live a healthy lifestyle. Just look at what the animals do. Look at what nature does. And are humans doing anything similar to what the animals are doing? Not in the slightest. The slow food movements and so on and so forth that started in Italy and other places, and farmers going back to organic and those movements and so on and so forth. The raw food movement, things like that. These have all pushed corporations to meet demands from what the people want. And we've seen over the last, the raw food scene, I entered it in 99, late 99, and there was nothing really out there about raw food. And it just started growing. Then 5 years later, there was, much information, way more information, because it was basically nothing. 2 or 3 websites from my memory in 99 on raw food on the internet, 2 or 3 websites. It's nothing else. And just kept growing and growing and growing. And 10 years later, big difference. And now we're at over 20 years from that point. And we see it. Every grocery store we go around here, there's raw this and raw that. It's everywhere. It's common now. Vegan, raw, vegetarian. The word vegetarian, I don't see that a lot, but I see the word vegan a lot. And raw vegan. Yeah. So everything's about choice. We have a free will. But we always have the same: choice is always yours. Choice is always mine for what I want to do in this life, how I want to live, what level of seriousness do I want to put into my health? Health is a serious business for oneself. And it needs to be serious. That should be, sorry, I rephrase it, the health needs to be serious business, because without our health, we are lost. We will not be able to do anything. How many stories you've heard of people, so much money and their health is gone. Enslaved themselves to make so much money, destroyed their health, and then they're trying to buy back their health with the money that they made. And they're no longer here. A lot of these people I come across. So, oh, well, I want to live a good life. What's a good life? They have to define that. A good life is different for each and every one of us. And the so-called good life may have severe consequences depending on your definition of the good life. If it's drinking and smoking and doing drugs, and that you call that the good life, you're going to heavily pay for that. As those of us who come from that, they never smoke cigarettes, but smoked a lot of weed, and more particularly hash. We were big in the hash in those days. The Afghani hash, and then we had the Lebanese red, and there was some blonde coming around once in a while. It was not that strong, but we had a lot of that red Lebanese and black Afghani hash, from the was that the 80s, late 80s, mid-late 80s. Yeah. And then in the 90s, I pretty much, once in 1990, I came across Arnold Ehret's book, and my life changed from that point. Ended up spending the 2 years in bed, as I've shared. Everything changed. I stopped smoking, everything, stopped even drinking at that time. I completely stopped drinking, smoking, everything for a long time, long time. I didn't introduce wine until many years later. I just completely stopped. I was doing the 100% raw food, raw vegan. It was fun. It was a great time, a great experience, but couldn't solve all the challenges I had. And that's what led me into another severe experience. Almost killed me. But yeah, if anybody's out there have any questions, we're all ears. Suggestions, inspirations, inspire others. That's what we're here for. Don't be shy. A lot of strange things have been happening these last few years with all this lockdowns and so on and so forth. So I understand, because I've been here, I've been there too. We've all been part of this nonsense. Yeah. So now the Commonwealth has a king. Queen is supposedly no longer here. We have a new king. Kingship is dead. Kingship is dead. The only king is the divine creator. It's the only king I bow down to. Wouldn't bow down to any man or woman. Kingship is dead. Supporting this stuff is absolutely diabolical. To bow down to another man or woman. We're all equal. We're all born equal in the divine creator's eyes. The divine creator's eyes, the divine creator loves us all unconditionally. And that plasma love always flowing. That's the unconditional love that's spewing continuously from the divine creator. It's continuously flowing. And we can tap into that wonderful, beautiful plasma love and spread it within our brothers and sisters so that we may all benefit from that flow. So we need to keep it flowing. We can't hold on to it. If we hold on to it, what happens? We get into those stagnation situations where we move to imbalance. And then, why me? Why me? Can't hold on. We got to let things go. We got to share. We got to keep things flowing. We got to help nourish, help those in need. We got it. Well, we don't have to do anything. We put ourselves in the place of sharing our love and loving sharing our love. So it makes it a much more pleasant state. But yeah, a lot of confusion with health, a lot of confusion, a lot of people are hurt badly. A lot of people are hurt badly. In the MFS realm, we have solutions. We have solutions. But we need to take full responsibility for everything that we've chosen to do in the past and what we continue to choose to do in the now space and future. In the near now space, we need to continuously choose to live a lifestyle of less is more through the art of subtraction. All comes to balance through the art of subtraction. If you're still fumbling and looking for things that you're deficient in your health, then that's the choice you make. I went down that route for many, many, many years, and I found that it wasn't the path to access the perfect blueprint that we all have in the ether of our physicality. We have that perfect blueprint, and the path of addition does not allow us to access that. It doesn't matter what we take in. There's mineral, vitamin, herbs, or whatever it is. The herbs are always the better, much better choices, proper choices, the correct choices, because they contain the correct information versus the man-made things. So I would always prefer the herbs. But taking herbs while we're eating, we're only going to go so far, right? We know that. We know the outcome. We've been there, done that. We know that how to make herbs shine is what? That's fast. And watch how herbs work within our physical, mental, and emotional body. Just watch what happens. They first actually work through the emotion, and work their way through the mental and physical body. Amazing, absolutely amazing and astounding how the divine creator created everything so everything functions perfectly, perfectly, if we follow the simple, basic laws of creation. You know, the functions of our physicality are built, have an automatic built-in mechanism to reset back to blueprint. It's automatic. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. We just need to get ourselves into the state where we can allow that process to take place. And what state is that? It's the dry fasting state, right? The dry fasting state. So what is MFS? The MFS Master Fast System. What is it? It's the glorified dry fast, because we support everything for the dry fast. Everything cycles around the dry fast. Everything cycles around that. I guess I'm talking to myself again. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, morning, evening. So no questions. We can call it a night. You know, in the landmass known as Canada, people are having challenges finding, Concord grape juice. Welch is no longer here, and there's I haven't seen any other Concord grape juices, but there's other mixes of juices that we can use. All the information is in the MFS protocol on the masterfastsystem.com website. Masterfastsystem.com. All the info is there in the protocol. For those who want to obtain that master key to unlock access to the perfect blueprint, it's available. It's available, and it's been available for 7 years now. 7+ years. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing and astounding. So we will see you back on the page. We will see you. Next call will be Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it at that time. We'll see, but we'll shoot for Wednesday, and we'll post if anything changes. Have a great evening. Keep the plasma love always flowing. Stay focused, and if it is to be, it is up to me. Don't let anybody steal your dreams. Ciao.